Hi everyone, Janelle Ryan here from Sky High Coaching, and I'm a change catalyst who helps successful dynamos just like you get out of their own way, align their actions with their goals, and start to create the life they truly deserve and truly desire. So here I am with part 2 of saying sayonara to stress. And if you watched the video last week, you would know that we are up to number 12. And I'm giving you 25 tools or techniques of how you can stop yourself from falling into the burnout or the depressed or the overwhelmed zone that can often lead to emotional and health issues. So I think we finished off with controlling your environment, and I talked about how I don't watch the news anymore. So that's also another lovely lead into number 12, which is avoiding people who cause you stress. Controlling your environment. Now, sometimes this isn't possible because sometimes we work with them or sometimes they're in our family. But if you can avoid them, if there are people in your life that you can start to not spend as much time with because, hey, they just cause you so much anxiety, try and put that in place. Number 13, if you can't avoid them, I know you're all thinking, but what if I can't avoid them? If you can't avoid them, learn how to have authentic conversations. These are also known as courageous conversations. When you sit down with someone and you tell them how you're feeling and how you may wish their behavior to change, but you are honoring your relationship with them along the way. So it's actually done in a very caring and respectful way. A coach can teach you how to do this. A counselor can usually teach you how to do this. And sometimes if you're in management, you will get, if you've done some good management training or some good leadership training, they may have covered this as well, and you can just adapt that into your social or your family life also. Number 14, reframe your problems. It's so terrible to be sitting here in this traffic and now I'm going to be late for work. How lovely is it to be sitting in this traffic? I can listen to the radio. I really love the music they're playing this morning. Okay, the hosts are a bit annoying, but hey, the music's good and I'm actually finding it really nice to be by myself in the car. Maybe that's the only time you get to be by yourself for the entire day. Enjoy it. Number 15, apply the big picture, or what I call the 2-year rule. So that's looking at something, and the way I do the 2-year rule, and thinking, will this matter in 2 years? Now, I do this a lot. This is actually a really great tool for me and works well for me. The only thing I've ever said yes to was the passing away of my mum, and she passed away more than 5 years ago. So I have been doing this for more than 5 years, and it is the only thing I've ever said yes to. So if you're confronted with something or you're moving through something, just have a think. In 2 years' time, will this matter? Or in the bigger picture of things, how significant is this? Number 16, and I've done a whole video around this. So if you watch that, you'll know a lot more about it that I'm going to talk about today. And you'll also know, because I talk about how it was the best thing I ever did about a year ago, and that was letting go of perfectionism. I feel so much lighter, and I'm sure I'm a better person now that I have let go of my need to be perfect. These videos would never get made and sent out if I was still worried about perfectionism, because they certainly are not perfect. So when you stop feeling as though you have to be perfect, you tend to stop expecting other people to be perfect also. And that can also help your relationships. It just feels really good. It just feels really good to not be repeating something 10 or 20 times because it wasn't perfect the first 9 or 19, always feeling you're not good enough, or always feeling something isn't good enough. That causes stress and anxiety. Be free. You're not a human perfection, you're a human being. 17, accept the things you can't change. And we all know the saying, you know, accept the things you can't change and change the things you can. Well, I'm a change catalyst, so I am all about changing the things you can, and it's my job. It's what I help people with every single day. I love it, making changes in their life and their career. But sometimes there's things we just can't change, so we have to put some strategies in place to respond to them differently, to work around them, or to change the way they actually affect us. Number 18, always look for the benefit. So when you are confronted with something, you are moving through a situation, sometimes it pays off or to just step aside and get curious. What is this teaching me? What can I learn from this? Is there some personal or professional growth actually being handed to me on a platter right now? Number 19, learn to forgive people. Forgive people before they've even apologized. We live in a very imperfect world. We're imperfect, the world's imperfect, and other people are imperfect too. Great thing to remember. Number 20, make time for fun. And when we keep saying yes to people and we keep doing things for everybody else, the first thing that falls away is what we do for fun. And what we do for fun has tremendous health benefits to us. So no matter what it is for you, knitting, crocheting, walking your dog, going to the gym, watching Game of Thrones back to back, watching some comedy, going to the movies, talking to your girlfriend on the phone for 2 hours, whatever it is for you, make some time for it because you will just feel so fantastic. 21, listen to music. Music is an awesome mood enhancer. For some people, it may be classical music or some meditative music, something quiet that lowers the stress level, lowers their heart rate, makes them feel more relaxed. For other people, it's all about fun, and it's all about putting some 80s on like Wham and dancing around your lounge room to make yourself feel happy. Number 22, develop your own stress relief box. So this can be metaphorical or this can be a physical box. So I'm talking you through my stress toolkit right now, and it's not even everything in it. There's more. But you may wish to list some of these and tick them off, and remember that's what you want to do, or that's what you're going to try when you feel yourself moving into the stress zone. Or it could be a physical box. So it could actually be a box with things in it like your favorite CD, your favorite DVD that makes you laugh and laugh, your journal that you love writing in, some photos of people you love or places you've been or places you want to go that make you feel excited. You'll know. A block of chocolate? You'll know what to put in your stress relief box. 23, gratitude, being grateful. At the end of the day, we can always find something to be grateful for. My husband and I play with his kids, my bonus kids, at dinner every night, 3 happy things. And we all have to come up with 3 things that we're grateful for or made us happy that day. And it's a really fantastic exercise because you start to get momentum as your brain starts to scan and search for memories that made you feel good and made you feel happy about and make you grateful. So, and the kids, I don't think I'd love to say they love it. I don't know if they do love it. Too bad they have to do it. But what I love is that they'll even start to compete. So one will go first and they might get 6. And then the other one will be up to their 7th happy thing. And then immediately the other one will be saying, oh, I've remembered 2 more, or I've thought of 2 more. So I don't care that they're competing. It's great to be competing in something like that because they are searching their brains for things to feel grateful and happy about that day. Number 24 is to do a good deed. So something that does fill us with purpose, something that makes us feel fantastic, is when we do something for other people just because we want to. And this is different to the saying yes to every single person that works up to your desk at work tomorrow who can't be bothered doing their own work, but you're so dynamic they're going to get you to do it. That is completely different, and you're a smart, intelligent person. You know what I'm talking about. That is completely different to you just doing a good deed for someone. A lot of people right now are striving to live their purpose, to find their purpose, and some people think it's this really big concept and they'll never know what their purpose is. I'll give you a really little hint. It's all about good deeds and doing things for others. That's another whole video as well. And number 25, I offered, but I promised you 25. Pat an animal. Animals are also fantastic mood boosters. If you do not have your own pet, grab your neighbours, borrow a friend's, go down to the park and sit in the park and watch other people's dogs run around. They're really funny. It's actually heaps of fun. And if you're really lucky, some of them will come up and check you out and you'll get to pat them as well. So there you go, that's 25, as promised. And I just thought of one more, and that's sunshine. Being out in the sunshine, there you go, 26. I could go on forever, but then this will turn into another really long video. So I've given you 25 things to try. I would love to get your feedback. Janelle at skyhighcoaching.com.au or in my Facebook group on my Facebook page. Love to hear about how you're all going. If you do need some help, please contact me. I work with a lot of people on, relieving their stress at home and work. It's often around time management. It's often about relationships. Sometimes it's about self-worth. Until I speak to you, I don't know where it's coming from with you, but if you do feel like this is something you would like some help with, please do not hesitate to reach out. Have a really lovely rest of your day, and I hope you're not feeling very stressed. See you next time. Bye.